Okay, good evening everybody and welcome to the United League Championship. We are here now with the Tier 1 race. We've just had our champion crowned in Tier 2. If you don't want spoilers because you missed that race, then you will... Well, you're going to get them, I'm afraid. You'll have to click off and watch that now. It was Jason who won the title. Who with a dominant victory in the end, thanks to a bit of rain playing into his hands. So congratulations to him. Danny M7 unfortunate to miss out on the championship, but STS can still take solace in the fact that they've won the Tier 1 championship with the Flying Finn, and obviously the League Championship as well. The main focus today in Tier 1 is the battle for 4th in the League Championship. Top 3 places are pretty much settled. Technically, SRL could be caught in 3rd, but it's STS, AOR, then SRL on 141, then it's XRL on 114, so that's unlikely to change, but that could change. It's more likely the battle between XRL and RGL, that's just 10 points. 114 for XRL in 4th, 104 for RGL in 5th. Then the F1 League are in 6th, with 70. TSRL on 69 and TWRL on 61. So close battle there. That's what we'll be keeping our eyes on. And I think it's pretty close to the Drivers' Championship as well, around about that 5th position. I will check that now, just as my co-commentator for today, Bossley, introduced himself and talks about the race.
Yeah, this should be a very interesting one here at Brazil. It's always a pretty good track for overtaking. There's plenty of straights to overtake, etc. And the battle for the positions in the midfield will be really an interesting one to watch, because if a driver of F1 positions and get high up the grid, then that will give them a very big boost and possibly give them positions in the Drivers' Championship, as Simon sets the first time of the session with a 1:09 flat. And Limitless, who is here today for AOR, beats that with a 1:08.9.
Yeah, and Limitless making his 2nd appearance of the season. We've lost the Amazement. XRL driver there, so he's going to be starting from the back of the grid. That's not a good start for them as they fight for that position. But yeah, Limitless making his 2nd appearance of the season. Finished 4th. If I'm correct, in his one race that he did in Britain. And he's back again today. No Evo, which is pretty crucial. I was talking about that Drivers' Championship. Evo did have a chance to jump to 3rd overall, but he's not turned up today. So Alonso has got that 3rd place in the bag. It's pretty close behind then. 5th down, Feisty Ted, who were on board with Ned, had 5th point. Renault on 42. And then we've got RBZ, who is not here again today, on 36. Jork on 35. EVR Cal, after that great podium last week, on 33. ESR Simon, now VSR, is on 30. And then 25 for Langman as well, who I think is another one lost in action today. But yeah, really close there in the Drivers' Championship as well. So we'll try and keep an eye on both of those championships as we go through. But yeah, obviously we've been looking at Ted going across this lap, and he's now going to be crossing the line. Where can he put himself? Very close. Oh, he's coming.
No, he's not.
There we go. That was a waste of time. We rode on board with him for 2 laps and we got nothing out of it. But another one missing today is RG Matiz. That's a bit of a shame to see, isn't it?
Yeah, Matiz is always in, so a bit of a shame to see Matiz not here, but hopefully Alonso can stick it to Matiz and have a good battle with stick it to Finn even and have a battle with his brother. Maybe Limitless can get involved as well, but I'm not sure about that.
Yeah, I'll be honest, I haven't really been following AOR particularly close. Oh, that's pretty crucial. TOR Leopard goes to the top, 11 thousandths quicker than Alonso. That's good for the F1 League as they try and defend their 6th place. Their other driver of EVR Reynolds is crossing the line now, but that's to start. No, I don't know what that is. Must have had invalidated or something. But yeah, that's pretty crucial for them. Here's Finn as well. And what is going on here?
Both drivers are in the pits now. Both drivers coming to the pits.
Finn's crashed.
Oh, what? Oh, Finn.
Like,
he's out.
Finn, he's done a Hamilton. He has done a Hamilton. That's exactly where it went off. He's out of the session. I think... Sorry I've been so distracted here, but I think that the stream was down. I think it's just come back. So if you missed that, Finn has just gone into the wall. I missed it as well, because I was trying to check the stream. But yeah, he is out of this session, so he's going to be starting from the back. And yeah, that's going to be interesting to see now. That definitely gives more of a chance to those guys that we were talking about, doesn't it?
Yeah, that makes it really interesting, especially considering we've got Leopard currently set up on provisional pole and Simon up in 4th. That really makes it interesting that Flying Finn, arguably the quickest driver in the league, well, there's not really much of an argument, is out, and he's going to be starting 17th, so that's a lot of traffic for Finn to get through, to get back to the front, so... Well, that's really interesting for that battle in the midfield.
It's more like Hamilton, he sewn out the championship in the last race as well, and then has gone and done that, so... We know that Finn likes Hamilton, so really emulating him in that respect. Hopefully everything's alright with the stream now. I've just gone onto the chat now, so if you could just let me know what's going on, if it's alright. I think it is. Yeah, it looks like it's running fine now.
Okay, yeah.
That's good. So, 4 minutes
I've seen a point in the... I've seen a point in the chat, which may have been a fair one. That he may have done it on purpose. I don't know whether he has, but like we said, he has already won the championship. And he didn't retire instantly when he hit the wall. I don't know if he had done it on purpose, but maybe he's just going for a bit of a last to first and doing it in a spectacular way. Although maybe it was a mistake from Finn. I'm not sure he would give a position that easy to his brother, so I'm not sure whether it was on purpose.
Yeah, I think that is probably a fair option there. Finn won the championship, saying how impressive he's been in ULC. Every single race on the podium, and he's put that, if he has done that on purpose, he's put himself at risk of that. He obviously doesn't care about those kind of stats. But yeah, he's on today. If he can fight through the field and get onto the podium, which I'm sure he can, but it will be tough, he will maintain a 100% podium record over the 2 seasons that he's done in ULC, which with 8 rounds last season and 10 rounds this season, that would have been 18 races in a row on the podium. That's mighty, isn't it? Especially with this kind of competition.
Yeah, with competition like that is a very good start. I've just realised, first and third at the moment is the TSRL drivers. If it stays like this and they can take that into the race, then that is going to be mighty.
No, first is F1.
No, actually, yeah, never mind. First is Leopard, but still 6th now. It is good position for the TSRL, and obviously Leopard you've got on pole for the F1 league. That is a very strong position if you can hold on to that, but very small gap to SSF1 Alonso at the moment, and I think he'll be looking to take pole.
Yeah, I'd say we're still... Those top 7, if they can all get back out and do another lap, they've all got a chance, really, with it being so close. Just finding a few tenths, and you can go from around about 7th to fighting for that pole position. Obviously, it's a short lap around here, only 1 minute 8, so the people are going to be starting their laps very late on in the session. Alonso is one who's just beginning a lap now, I believe. And I think he's one of pretty few people going for it. Herschel has just retired. And oh no, that was a flyer.
He's just done a lap.
Yeah, he's just done a lap. Will he go for another one, or is that it?
For a track like Brazil, Gaten's,
yeah,
it's not that big on other tracks, but on a track like Brazil where there's not much of it, a 2/10 gap is really big. Oh, and he's into the wall. Wow.
That was on purpose. Yeah. So both of them in the wall, but crucially he set a really good time just before then. So a minute to go, and people have now got a marker that they've got to beat. Leopard is just about to start a lap now. Sorry. Run out of fuel. Limitless is on an outlap. It's going to be pretty tight for him to get round in time. I think he will. But he'll be crossing the line right at the very end of the session. VSR Simon just going to be able to cross the line now. Not sure if this is a lap or not. I think it might be. No, I'm wrong again. I haven't got a single one right yet. Oh dear. Yeah, it's Joe's just at a time. He's going to go for another lap by the looks of Simon. There's a bit in terms of dirty air. Let's go back on to Leopard then. That second place man would be really impressive if he could take a pole position. The F1 League dominated Season 1 along with Dizzy Cupid 519. There is obviously Brendan Lee, the esports champion. But since then, they haven't had very much success. And this would definitely be their first Tier 1 pole position since then. I think it'll be the first pole just in general. I don't think they've got one in Tier 2, but they definitely haven't got one in Tier 1. So if Leopard can find some time, it'd be a real milestone for both him and the league. A little bit messy out of the last corner. He has got quite a bit of time to find. What is he going to do? And it's not quite enough. He got very, very close.
It's really close, yeah.
But yeah, that's what we expect around
very
Brazil.
Close.
Tight stuff. He's got a comfortable gap to the rest of the field there, isn't it? 3/10 between the two. And then Limitless, as I said, will be the last man to cross the line. Do you think that he can take pole? Quick prediction.
I don't think he can do it. I haven't seen any of his lap. I don't think he could take pole. But we'll see.
Here he
Come
comes.
down to the line. Gonna stick all the way to the left.
Oh, third.
Third, I think.
He's slotted into that bit of a gap. So, top three then is SDS F1 Alonso, who hasn't won a race this season, and this is his prime opportunity now, with Finn and Matiz missing. Leopard just behind, then Limitless in third, Morzo in fourth. That's good for Williams, fourth and sixth. They're separated by Herschel for RGL, Reynolds in seventh, MGH Joe eighth, Arctic Avenger ninth, VRT Callum in 10th, BPRL Midget in 11th, Sam F1 LFC in 12th, Monkeyface Plays, BPRL Sturm, Amazement, Feisty Dead and Flying Finn round out the order. How far do we reckon that Finn can get through the field? Could he do last to first? More likely to have a last to podium, do you think?
I think last to podium may be possible. I think last to podium will be a stretch. I think it may be possible. I don't think he'll be able to do a last to first. I can't see him being that much quicker than Alonso to get him by the end of the race.
Yeah, but of course, it will all depend on the he gets. If he's got a good makes up lots of places, it's going to be a long way to see what happens at the front. Crucial as well. I reckon third. I'm going to say. And my prediction for the winners, I think. I mean, a fantastic German quality. It's going to be to keep it up in the race. We will see, though. He's definitely got the talent. Give it a go, and that would be fantastic. Obviously, we've got very SDS and AOR dominating, so another league up there fighting for tree. But here we go. Oh, 5 lights. And it is lights out, and away we go. SDS F1 Alonso gets a good start there. He's clearly into the lead, and it looks like Leopard is going to keep position 2, but he's not, because that's a really good move by Morzo. He's up into second position. Limitless following through as well. He's looking around the outside now to try and get into second position. Really good start there from Morzo, and that's crucial for Williams. GSRL. Feisty Ted is out of the session. We just saw him crashing out there in the background. Ooh! And that's Morzo down a couple of positions. The F1 League into third and fourth. So that's looking really good for them. Leopard looking around the outside of Limitless. That was dangerous stuff. And that means he's lost a position. He might lose another one as well. He's run really off the track. And MGH Joe is through. So good start for TWL. They're up from 8th and 10th to 4th and 6th. And the F1 League are in 3rd and 5th. So really tight back going Leopard and Callum there. But yeah, this is looking like the F1 League and TWL are really fighting for both the championship and in this race.
Yeah, it's been a dreadful start for TSRL. More so, he made a good launch, go up into second, and then side by side with Limitless. Off the track, I think Limitless might have forced him off a bit. It's not exactly the easiest corner to run side by side. Jesus, this is almost, well, it's not almost 4 wide, but it's 3 wide. between Midget, and Midget's got through. He's gained 2 positions, more so down another position into 10th. Finn already up to 12th, and he's going to look to pick up a few more here, but really shocking start for the TSR drivers. They were really high up the grid, but now down in 7th and 10th.
Yeah, Finn has just made up another position, but this is looking really close. 4th downwards. Top 3 have kind of created that gap. Reynolds is right behind Limitless, which is good, but It's Joe pitted. He got a really good start, but he obviously picked up damage, so that's TWO in a whole world of troubles now if they want to get 6th in the championship. And RGL could possibly take... Oh, no, I've really cursed that. I was just about to say, because the Amazement retired for XRL, but Herschel has now crashed for RGL. So that is going disastrously wrong. RGL will not be taking 4th. XRL have got that safe, because I believe that RGL only have 1 driver. So XRL will be in at least 4th, and that will be as high as they can go. So yeah, SRL are definitely 3rd, XRL 4th, and that battle for 6th is now what we're looking at then. Finn looking to gain another position now, up into P9. Morzo had such a good start, but then it just went horribly wrong for him. Loses another spot. That is a real big shame for him. But Finn making good progress here. This is the kind of start that he needed, isn't it?
Yeah, Finn already up into 9th. Morso, is he going to look at the inside tire? He's not going to make a bit of a stupid move. But yeah, Finn from 17th all the way up to 9th already. Great start for Finn. I still don't think he can challenge his brother, but he's not that far back. What's the gap now? I mean, he's 8 seconds behind. I don't think he can challenge his brother, but maybe he can do that last podium. He's got to get around Sam of AOR and then Midget. I think it was Midget, wasn't it? At Japan, where he had the lap issues.
Yeah.
This time it's battling. Well, yeah, it was battling for position last time. This time it's battling for actual position.
Yeah.
And no pit stops considered. Let's see if Midget makes it a hard time for Finn again. I imagine he will.
Yeah, I think that will be a very interesting battle. But Finn has got to pass Sam first. He looks down the inside. And he is on the softer compound of tyres. But Sam keeps his position. But Finn is able to just go around the outside. And Sam, we know, a very, if you haven't heard of Sam before, a very, very clean and fair racer. And really pushed Finn hard. Finn, his car alongside, really just that move stuck. Right, let's have a look at these tyres then. Finn, interestingly, has gone on softest tyres, as I just mentioned, along with pretty much everyone else in near the top. So we've got a few changes around there a little bit lower down the field. But at the moment, the F1 League looking good here, 3rd and 5th, so they will keep their 6th position. And RGL non-scoring, they need to... Okay, try and do quick maths here. They need... The F1 League need to come 1 and 3 if they want to go up into 5th. I don't think that's going to happen. They're not that far off, but yeah, that's not going to happen. So, yeah, it's looking like that. They're just holding on for 6th at the moment, and they're doing a good job in doing that. But yeah, I think the top 5 in the league positions is pretty much sewn up now. Here comes Finn then. And
But it is
not going to be able to get that done,
so it's not
isn't
going to make it easy.
But this is a really tough
easy.
section to pass.
Finn experiencing that, just cannot get through in the middle sector. It's really difficult to find anywhere in the middle sector unless you go for a bit of a dive bomb. Finn, like at Japan, really losing time. But instead of being backed up in someone, he's now just being backed away from that top 3, which in a lot of ways is worse than what we're happening in Japan.
Yeah, if he gets held up for a while, it's going to be really frustrating. Just see those podium positions getting away from him. They're already stretching away, despite Finn having very good pace, obviously. You wouldn't expect anything else. But he should have a good run here now with the DRS. Midget covers that inside line, so Finn's going to have to really brake late, look round the outside here. And that's exactly what he's trying to do. And obviously then that really opens up this corner here. Actually fought it too hard there. Very fair racing between those two. Monkey Face Plays is out. Another retirement for him. He's had a He had a good few races, did Monkey Face Blaze, but I think he's struggled as of late. So that's a bit of a shame for him. Next guy up for Finn is Simon. Another guy who's had a little bit of controversy, shall we say. And he's the only guy, really, realistically, for TSRL that can help their chances of moving up in the league championship. He's in 6th position. And, ooh, bit of a moment there for Leopard. And he's run a long way off the track and he's spun it as well. Ooh, that's not good. He's taking his time to get going again, waiting for the track to clear. And what looked like a simple mistake just really escalated there, and he's still on the grass. He's making... Oh, he's lost a lot more time there than really he deserved from the original mistake.
Leopard loses all, and he's got all, so this will be ruined in some ways for the rest of the time it's on. Really harsh mistake for Leopard. He just overstepped the mark, I think, and just completely spun it off into the grass. Everything couldn't go much worse other than losing a wheel there. Yeah, that has not gone well for him. No wing damage, but a lot of time lost. And he's going to be on an uphill struggle now. So, with problems for Leopard, for Morzo just not quite having the pace in the race that he had in qualifying. OMG, it's Joe pitting. It's kind of just the 3 people in 3rd, 4th and 5th representing their leagues now in this crucial battle. And at the moment, it's looking like the positions are going to hold as they are, with the F1 League staying in 6th, then TSRL and then TWRL. But we'll keep you updated on that. Let's have a look at this lead battle. Limitless, kind of no response to him, really. And that gap's just going up and up as the flying Finn, sets the fastest lap. Finn, he's clearly the fastest. He's still in dirt, yeah, from the captain's runner. He's still saying fastest lap. Simon's actually just let him go. Simon not going to defend 5th. Simon thinking he's clearly quicker. No point ruining his own race, and Finn just giving a little bit of a weave to say thank you. And now Finn going to chase down Callum.
Yeah, this pace is looking really, really good from Finn. And softest compounded tyres, but obviously fresher tyres. So now is... Oh, another mistake here. Just like Leopard's mistake. Yeah. But just not quite going as much onto the grass. So he's got away with it. But that's another position for Finn. And this is looking really good for him. He's definitely looking good for the podium now, isn't it? Only lap 8 and he's up into 4th. I think the win is... it's clean now, but it's still...
I think the win is a lot more possible than it was. I mean, even getting through these cars, he's gained about 8 tenths since when I last looked, well, 7 tenths since when I last looked, so we've still got a long time left in this race, so the win absolutely possible for Finn, but it's crucial that he can get past Reynolds and get past Limitless. I'm not sure if Limitless is going to be as easy to pass. I think Limitless will, will be wanted to hold on to his position to show that he can fight off Finn. The gap not really changing as well between Limitless and Reynolds, so that could end up becoming a lot closer if, say, Limitless makes an error. Finn going to chase down Reynolds, try and get past him and see if he can get past Limitless as well, and then it's chasing down his brother. Yeah,
and that is going to be very interesting if that happens. We haven't actually seen too much battling between the two brothers here. Obviously, with the league championship, it's crucial that they're kind of helping each other, and it's a hair down. We could be seeing that towards the end of the race. I really hope that Reynolds gets onto the podium, because in Singapore, if you can remember that race, he had an instant where he went into the wall, and I don't think we didn't catch it on stream. We only caught the end of it. But if you've seen the video on Twitter of it, literally just out of nowhere, a car just lagged into him and he went into the wall. And that was from what would have been a 2nd place. And yeah, he was really robbed there. Still came 4th, but would have had an easy podium in that race. So it would be really nice to see him get a podium in this one. So I hope that he gets that one. We've got both of the TSRL guys have now pitted. Simon pitted, caught that. And Morzo's just pitted as well. So they're obviously going for the undercut, trying something different to try and put pressure on the leagues around them.
Leopard on his fresh tyres does set the fastest lap. idea for him to pit when he made his mistake. Those supers would have been absolutely dead after making a spin. So on some softs, trying to do what he can. He's still 5 seconds back from Morso, who just pitted. So gonna need some good pace to try and get back into the fight with people like Morso. Alonso goes for the pit on lap 10. First leader to pit.
See if he nails his stop. Obviously, pit lane nice and free, so should be nice and easy going on to the medium tyres. We haven't spoken much about strategy, but most of the people have gone onto the soft tyres and quite early, so I think we're going to be seeing 2 stops from quite a lot of drivers here. But this is a 1 stop for Alonso, going pretty early, so he's going to have to take those tyres a fair amount of time. That is a 1 stop for him. Jork, as we obviously he joined late, so he didn't qualify. He started on the mediums, as we usually see from Jork, trying something a bit different with his strategy. And he's going long, and he's really good on his time of the race, but obviously from the back, only extra driver left in the race. He's in a Ferrari, but that's because he joined late. So don't worry about that.
Represented SRL today.
yeah. SRL get the points, thank you very much. They wouldn't complain about that. But we've got an interesting battle here. Sam on these soft tyres. He's been following Midget the whole race. And he's now on the better tyres because Midget's super softs are starting to go off. I think we'll see Midget probably dive into the pits, but if we don't, Sam's going to be lining up for a pass very soon. Limitless and Reynolds have just pitted. They are staying out, these 2 drivers, so we'll go back to that later, those pit stops. Just follow this, see if Sam can get around. These 2 have been battling for the AOR F2 Championship. So and Sam came out on top of that one. And this is another battle between these 2 guys. And Limitless has kept position over Reynolds. What's the gap going to be to Alonso once he's exited the now? 3 and going to go up a little bit more as he exits, but yeah, 3.5 now there. So Reynolds a bit closer behind. So Alonso looking really good now, and Limitless looking under more pressure than ever. But these 2 really close on pace, aren't they, Reynolds and Limitless?
Yeah, I'm not sure if you actually caught it on the stream, but I saw when they were entering the pits, Limitless took it quite cautiously, whereas Reynolds attacked it and ended up side by side, driving down the pit lane.
Okay. No, I didn't. Sorry, I didn't see that because I was looking at Sam and Midget. That's a shame.
Yeah, they ended up side by side driving down the pit lane. Reynolds was inside Limitless coming to the pits, and they ended up side by side. Finn now coming to the pits.
So does Midget as
I'm
well.
guessing he's going to go to the mediums. Yep.
So Finn's now got
And
that
also
tyre
onto the
advantage,
mediums.
but
Mm.
I reckon because a few people pitted early, I reckon they could be quite close to Finn here. Simon would be the guy I'd be looking out for, and Callum as well, because those guys pitted early and for watch out. Finn loses and has to pound guys. That could be crucial. Reynolds has picked up a time penalty, so that'll help. But I think Finn is going to be really, really close here.
Oh.
Simon is going to be right alongside him. I think Simon will back out though, as he did earlier. Yes, he does. So Finn just manages to hold on. That is crucial for him. He doesn't have to pass other guys, but he will have to look behind him just for another lap or so while those guys are still pretty close. And he's got a default position now on Reynolds for the time penalty. But he will still have to pass him as well. So that is crucial for Finn. He's kept his chances alive here of doing last to first, but still a long road ahead of him. Oh, here's something that could help him. Alonso coming up to George.
Yeah, I was about to say.
Yeah.
Yeah. Alonso getting really close to Jork. The last to first possibility could really be shaped by how easy it is for Alonso to Jork. Really deep and actually off the track. I'm not sure whether that was on purpose, but Alonso is through, so that won't affect the battle between the 2 STS drivers. The Finn's going to have to do it the hard way. Get past Reynolds, get past Limitless, and then catch up to his brother.
Yeah. I think what you said earlier about Limitless being the key to this one is definitely the case. I don't think Reynolds, with that time penalty, is going to fight it too hard. But Limitless certainly will. We know that for sure. And Jork is 2.5.
WR, yeah, so WR WOR Grumbly has had some choice words for Limitless in the chat. I won't be repeating those, but he's had some choice words for Limitless.
Yeah, he
said that might be in reference to the Lat 1 incident with Morso.
He wants the Napoleon shot. But we've got... here we go. This is Finn now lining up Reynolds. Let's see if Reynolds does fight it. No, he just lets him through, really. And should get a little bit of a bite of DRS now in return for being so polite with Finn. So that is handy for him. This is looking good for Reynolds. He's got that 3-second time penalty, but the guys behind are going to have to pit again, aren't they? Because they pitted way too early to go to the end on softs. So it's looking comfortable for Reynolds. And Midget, with him on the medium tyres, Midget could be on for a cracking result here for BPRL, couldn't he?
Yeah, Midget. Yeah. Could be on for a very good result for them. I think this, like I said, between Limitless and Finn, this is about to get very interesting. Finn has gained 12 positions already, and Joke coming to the pits. But will he be able to gain the one on Limitless that gives him a long way? I mean, if he can get past Limitless, he's got a long time in this race to catch Alonso. We're not even at the halfway mark yet, so he's got a long time to catch up to Alonso, but he's got to get past Limitless first.
Sam is in, as we were just talking about him, and this is going to be interesting. How close is he to Midget, and is Morzo going to get in the way as well? This has been a race-long battle between Sam and Midget. Looks like it's going to be a pretty similar gap, so good pace there from Sam. Those last few laps, despite Midget pitting earlier, that gap has remained pretty much exactly the same as it was before. So really good pace from Sam on his in-laps. He's got slightly fresher medium tyres now, so that battle is going to continue. And that could be for a pretty good position here, with Jork still to pit, and Simon and Callum, we think, pitting as well. This could be for 5th position, this battle, which would be a really good result for... very good result for BPRL, and for Sam as well as a guest driver for AOR. That would be nice for him. No real importance in terms of any championship, but would be a very good result considering it's his first... it's his first Tier 1 race. So that would be good. Simon is right behind Reynolds here. Reynolds could be losing another spot. And I think he could fight this one a little bit harder than he did with Finn. Let's see what he's going to do. He covers that inside line nicely. And Simon being pretty cautious. If you aren't aware, Simon has got a few penalties so far this season, so he's kind of making sure that he doesn't have any problems here today, but he'll obviously still want to make up this position. He's looking to the outside. That is not going to work unless you've got extremely better tyres, but he could line him up now as he's just following around, and this is going to be a really tough place to pass, but if he could just hold it round here, he might be able to dive it into the next corner, but so hard to get that right, and Reynolds makes no mistake and holds on to the position. Reynolds for this one, as we are now seeing a lot of action happening all at once here, as Limitless is trying to get past Jork, but just makes a little bit of an error there, a bit of a slide, and Finn is right behind him now, so this is working out really well for Finn. We've still got half the race to go, and Finn could be moving up into 2nd place here. Jork is the cork in the bottle, and Limitless will be desperate to get past. Limitless looks to the inside. He should have that done, but will Finn follow him straight through?
Close,
yes,
and
he will, I think. Holding it round the outside. Yes, that's worked out well for Finn. He's lost a little bit of time because he was off the line there, but overall he's gained time. Limitless was held up for a little while behind there. The battle behind carries on as Reynolds once again does the same thing, covering that inside line. Simon looks around the outside, but it's not going to work, and Callum is now pressuring Simon, so real three horse battle here between these guys, crucial in the league championship. All these three to the flag, the league's respective positions, and Callum putting pressure on Simon now. Those soft tyres are going to be going off reasonably soon, so if Simon wants to make a move on Reynolds, it's pretty crucial that he does it ASAP. As we see Jork really struggling on those medium compound tyres now. He's going backing into Reynolds a little bit. But let's go back to Finn and Limitless here. He said this is going to be a great fight, and it's looking like it is going to be one.
Yeah, Finn really closing in, but he's still good half-second back. He's just going to slowly gain on Limitless. He's not going to be massively quick on Limitless. I won't think, oh, Limitless gets a penalty.
Or... So that is not looking good. Finn should be able to have that now. Reynolds is putting pressure on Jork. This is crucial for him. Hopefully nothing happens between Finn and Limitless. It doesn't look like it's going to happen, but everything kicking off here. Jork carefully navigates that corner, and Reynolds side by side, and Simon looks to have got the position back now. And this is a really close battle. Callum go around the outside. What a move!
Oh, Callum.
That is fantastic.
Really good stuff
Hats
there.
Off.
Great
That
stuff.
A standing ovation. That is great stuff from Callum. Bravery of the finest level there. And now he's got to navigate Jork though, so it's not done yet. Simon is still going to be putting pressure on him as long as he's behind Jork. But Callum has got the inside line into Junshao. Doesn't quite make that move. He should have the DRS now. Jork, 19 laps on these tyres now. And you can see that he's really, really struggling. Fighting hard though. So you make sure he doesn't lose too much time. He comes into the pits. And there we go then. Callum has survived that one. Let's go back to Finn and Limitless then. A penalty for Limitless. So Finn has got this spot at the end of the race. But if Finn wants to chase down his brother for the win, he's got to get through still. So he can't play the safe game. Looks to the inside. Covered that off nicely, but he runs a little bit wide. Can Finn do what Callum did a lap ago? I think he's going to try it here. Looks round the outside, but no, can't quite get that one done. And yeah, Limitless holding on for now, but you just think it's a matter of time before Finn gets through. Definitely the quick drive at the moment.
Yeah, I think Limitless knows he's not got really much to play for, considering that he's got a penalty. Finn has this position at the end of the race, so Limitless don't really have much play for, so he's just going to throw everything he can at Finn, defend to the inside every corner. But I think it's going to be really difficult for Limitless to stay ahead on this straight. Finn going to have the DRS. Can he make a move? Limitless just go to the middle of the track now, going all the way to the inside. It's sticking on the middle of the track really, and there's nowhere Finn can go. And Finn get a bit of a switch back. Yeah, he's got the better run. He's got the DRS now. Limitless going to defend to the inside again. Can Finn go all the way around the outside on Limitless? No, he cannot. Limitless holding on to P2 for now. And every lap that goes by and every corner that goes by is a corner less that Finn has to catch his brother.
Yeah. And this is that point where he's going to be getting frustrated now. He's spent a lot of time battling with AOR drivers, especially RG Matiz, a bit of Evo as well. And even when you change up the drivers, he's still fighting with these Saubers. So Finn has really been magnetised to these Sauber cars all season long. 5.8 the gap now. These two definitely losing time. They've got a nice gap behind though, so no danger of anything happening on that front. But Finn, surely this lap, he's right up behind him, and he will have the DRS. But Limitless covering that line, same thing every lap, covering the inside line going into turn 1. But Finn this time, dummies, looks down the inside, but there's just not that gap. Limitless positioning of the car back into turn 1. And there's no way that Finn's going to be able to get through there. MGHJ has retired. That's TWL, one driver out for them. Wasn't doing very well anyway, but now Finn looking around the outside. And he's alongside, but Limitless just able to hold it on. For this, so many laps now. It's been really close. Finn looking on the grass there to try and find a gap. And this is supreme defending from Limitless. He's doing exactly textbook defensive driving at the moment, and it's working brilliantly. He's just covering the lines where he needs to, but he's not over-defending, is he?
No, Limitless, like I said, positioning his car really well into every corner. He's just not giving Finn a millimetre gap up the inside. Limitless doing what he needs to keep Finn behind. Finn again really close. But Limitless, as he has been doing, is not going to make it easy for him. Finn on the inside, but Limitless should not leave. Sticks all the way into slipstream. Gonna go around the outside. It's just not there for him.
Oh, Reynolds is pitting. Reynolds is pitting. This is crucial. I don't know why. Why is he pitting? He's got a 5-second stop go as well, but I thought he would have been able to go to the end. He spitted it and put on the soft compound tyres. This is disastrous for the F1 League. They're in big trouble now, because that 5-second penalty that he's got coming into the pits is really going to cost him. Oh, we've missed the change of position. Finn looking around the outside.
Oh.
Limitless holding on. Limitless got the inside line, but Finn just holds it. Limitless still got the inside line. He's not giving up without a fight, but Finn, I think, has just managed to hold it on. And he's done that job. Finn is finally through 7.2 seconds behind now, though. He's got a hell of a job to catch up to his brother. But that fight, unfortunately, we missed the critical moment. But still, from what we saw, a great move there by Finn. And eventually, Limitless had to give up the position. Although, get back past. Picks up the DRS now, but he's just a little bit further back than Finn has been. And Finn is able to take the line as normal. Simon into the pits now. And Callum as well, in response to Reynolds pitting. I don't know why Reynolds pitted. I'm surprised at that. I thought he would be going to the end. But he will gain time on the undercut, but he's got that 5-second penalty for speeding into the pit lane. And Callum held a little bit in the pits. So that'll be crucial. We'll check that up later on. But this moves Sam up another... Now, Sam, who managed to pass Midget. Another thing that I missed, unfortunately. I'm not doing a very good job on the cameras today. But he is now on for a net 4th. Morzo giving him a hard time, though. Morzo still needs to make a pit stop. But at the moment, he's holding on for that 4th position. And he could play a crucial part here. The minor points that he could score along with Leopard as well could be... And TSRL. I think OMG It's Joe being out of that. I think TWL won't be in this battle for 6th. I think it's between
Alonso.
Oh, what is he doing? Why are people pitting? They can do one stops. I don't understand. This is interesting. Well, that's put the foot completely on the other side, hasn't it? We were talking about Finn chasing down Alonso. That's completely opposite, isn't it?
Yeah. I mean, I'm not sure if Alonso can't manage the one stop. I just don't know. Just don't know.
Yeah, this is... I really thought it would be one stops for these guys, because they pitted on about lap 11 on super soft, so it's asking a lot. I understand that from the medium tyres, but I think they would have given it a go. Leopard has come into the pits. He's lost a little bit of time on exit, but Morzo picked up a 5-second penalty on entry. Those two, as I said, going to be crucial between those two. 1 point in it. The F1 League holds the advantage at the moment. It's going to be mighty, mighty close between TSRL and the F1 League now. Simon is packed. Jork Banchin now. He's definitely doing a 1G. He's in a good position to pick up some points there with these people making extra stops. He hasn't gained as much as I thought he might. And yeah, Simon on super soft tyres now, so it's crucial that he... Reynolds has got a 3-second penalty for cutting, a 5-second penalty for speeding into the pit lane. Would you be able to check to see how Simon's doing penalties-wise? Because this could be really crucial in this battle. There. And Finn has not responded.
2 warnings.
2 warnings. That's looking good then for Simon. As long as he doesn't fall back loads, he's looking good to pick up that position. And then it's crucial that Leopard picks up good points to take that back. And fastest lap by Simon, but that's immediately beaten by Callum. So some sterling pace being set here by the super soft runners. Finn pulling away at the front, not responding to his brother. So it looks like a one stop, because if he wasn't, he probably would have pitted... pretty... But another penalty for Leopard. That's not good. And this is looking like TSRL definitely have the advantage on this 6th in the championship. It was not looking good for them in the early stages, but it's turned around. And TWRL, yeah, they're still not going to be in that battle at the moment. But yeah, don't count them out as well just yet. Still 10 laps to go. And a lot can happen, as we've seen in the last couple of laps, where the whole race just seems to have flipped on its head.
Especially at Singapore.
Yeah. Alonso does the fastest lap. But that's not enough, really, is it? The amount of laps left, and still having to pass Limitless. That's got to factor in that. We know how much time that cost Finn. Callum is up a spot on Jork, as Reynolds passes Midget. Reynolds has got a bit of a gap now to close in on Sam. What a job Sam's done. He's got the strategy to hold on to 4th, but it's looking good for him. Another fastest lap here. We're seeing them all over the place. Leopard has done the fastest lap, but he's got a penalty. I think he 2 penalties, actually. Morzo has a 5-second stop go, so that's not looking good in terms of that position for Leopard. And Midget is going to be pretty crucial here in terms of what Simon does. Simon has got this in hand, as long as he just doesn't lose a load of time. So he's just got to avoid an incident.
Simon, side by side, as Limitless is into the pits as well.
Oh,
Simon.
Oh, Simon's picked up a penalty.
Oh, he's got a penalty.
This has gone off. This is exactly what he didn't need. This is exactly what he didn't need, a penalty and a collision. So now he's still got it, but he's got to make sure that he doesn't have another incident like that. Where's Limitless going to come out? He's going to be right in the middle of this battle, isn't he? Because he's left his pit stop too late. He's going to be undercut by all these guys. So Limitless, we know, has 1 penalty. He's got Reynolds. Reynolds.
It's actually a bigger gap than I thought. Well, yeah, he's still really close.
Yeah. We got a battle behind now. Midget once again side by side with Simon. Midget, we know, is going to fight hard. Keeps that position again. Callum down the inside, and Simon's run wide again. Callum's managed to pass both of them. Bit of argy-bargy to get through, but Callum has got through on the both of them. And Simon now not looking in such a good position. With the amount of penalty though, Reynolds has got 5 and 3. Simon has 3, so he's got to be within 5 of Reynolds. That's still looking good, despite all these problems that he's having. That's still looking alright for him. And that is the crucial thing. But this is just turned completely on its head. I can't believe what's going on. Sam's now on the podium. I was saying, like, oh, he's going to be 5th. What a great result. Now he's running 3rd with just a few laps to go. Finn is leading by 8.2 seconds. That gap not coming down enough. Alonso doesn't have to worry about passing Limitless, but that's still going to be a really tough job for him. I think Limitless will probably pass Sam. Sam won't fight it, obviously, with them being teammates. Unless it's like the last lap, then he might. And fair play to him if he does. But yeah, it's looking good for another SDS 1-2 here. Simon's still battling with Midget. This is one hell of a fight, considering that Simon is on the super soft tyres. He runs it wide. He's gone down the inside. He's gone a long way off the track, and things are quickly going wrong here for Simon. He's losing out big style here. And Reynolds has picked up another penalty though, just as things are turning in his favour. They've gone away again. So he's got 11 seconds of penalties now. 2 corner cutting penalties and a 5-second penalty. Reynolds is going to dive down the order at the end of this race, despite running a really good race on track. These penalties are just going to cost him badly. But Simon still has to negotiate Midget, and you feel that the longer this goes on, the more likely there is to be a massive crash out of it.
Affected it again. This time affected the midfield battle for those positions in the team championship. Simon getting pushed all the way to the side of the track by Midget.
Oh, he's gone off.
Side again on Midget.
More time lost there. And yeah, Simon has gone through. Will the game say that that's an illegal overtake? I don't think it has. The game's let Simon have that position, or he's going to take a penalty for an illegal overtake.
Oh,
but Midget does it down the inside. Simon holds it this time. That's surely Simon through now. With the super soft tyres, he should be able to create a gap. It's cost him a lot of time, but he's still going to be alright out of it somehow. Despite losing a lot of time. With all the penalties, Simon is still looking good to get the result that he needs for TSRL to jump up a position in the League Championship. Limitless 0.2 seconds behind Sam, so that position will change. Sam will just let him through. No point for bumping each other. But despite 2 driver changes at AOR, it's still going to be SDS 1 and 2, AOR 3 and 4. So just shows you the depth of talent in these leagues, doesn't it? When they change drivers out and they're still able to pick up the top results over the other leagues.
I've just looked at the warnings for, just check the warnings for Finn and Alonso. They both have 2. So Finn, if he makes an error and gets a 3rd warning, then it's right into Alonso's hands.
Yeah, so it isn't over for Alonso then.
The gap is 5 seconds. He is gaining, but I don't think he's gaining enough. I think he's going to be really close by the end. I'm not sure if he's going to catch him. He's going to need perfect laps to catch him by the end.
BRT Callum has picked up a 3-second time penalty. I don't think that makes too much difference in terms of championship, but it might drop him a place behind. Oh, another penalty now. The penalties just get too out of hand. I can't keep up with it by the end of the race. And BPRL Midget has really lost out there. He was really close with Sam, wasn't he? They were battling all race for up until about lap like 23 or something, around about there. And now he's miles behind, and he's under pressure from another driver here on a two-stop strategy. Look at Leopard's pace there. He's been really quick since he pitted. He was about 4 seconds back on Morzo, and now he's got to pass Jork. And after that, he's going to be pretty close. There will be Midget in between. Is he going to pass? Oh, what's going on here with Morzo? Morzo's having lag. Oh, Morzo's lost it. That's crucial. Morzo's lost it. Something happened there. Massive connection problem for Morzo. And that's cost him badly. That's really bad luck for Morzo. He was just looking like his race was recovering after a troublesome start. But now he's run into major problems, and Leopard has made that position as well. So this has turned on its head again. I think that at the moment the F1 League are due to take these positions, but really it's going to rely all on the penalties of that battle. Alonso, 3.3. This is going to be mega now, isn't it? He's found the pace. In the last few laps, he's been taking more and more time out, hasn't he? Oh, are you there?
I tried on mic on mute.
Whoops. Yeah, he's found the pace now, hasn't he? Last few laps,
I'm
he's
not sure
taking a lot more out.
Yeah, I'm not sure if Finn's weighing up for his brother. So
Oh,
I don't imagine he is.
That could be an idea. I didn't think about that, but he could be. Last few laps going really hard battling for it, but
yeah. I mean, I was looking at his lap times. He hasn't really been dropping off. His lap times have been fairly consistent in the last 5 laps. He did a 11.8 on lap 28 and did a 12.1 last lap, so he's not massively slowing up his lap times. But Alonso going really quick at the moment. He will be on the back of his brother by the end of the all-weather.
Yeah, that is going to be crucial. We know that Finn is a really hard defender, and that's what's won him a lot of races in his fight with Matiz. And obviously he's got that fantastic pace as well, but at the moment he's not able to deploy that with these tyres. So he's going to have to fight for this. It's going to be close, but not yet. Just a little bit longer to wait, I reckon, before Alonso catches up. We do have a battle upcoming here. Reynolds on those soft tyres still progressing through nicely. Those penalties are going to drop him back, but he's looking good to take 4th position on track off Sam here. VRT Callum is next up. Then it's Simon. Then it is Leopard. Leopard, take away that one spin, and he's had a brilliant race, hasn't he?
Yeah, Leopard, like I said, made that spin which in many ways affected the rest of his race because he had to pit earlier off those super softs, but yeah, he's done really well to recover from a very major spin, and his pace since then has been fantastic.
Oh, Midget's just
and
picked
he
up
has
some
done
damage.
a very good recovery.
Midget has just lost position to Jork, picked up some damage, and then Morze's gone through as well. So that is Midget. Unfortunately,
Arctic Avenger.
Unfortunately, this race has just gone completely wrong for Midget. It was looking really good, but now he's just pushed Avenger onto the grass. And that was not the best run, if I'm honest. But yeah, unfortunately, Midget was looking on for a really good result. But unfortunately, BPRL look like they're going to be finishing the season with a no points finish again. Don't know how penalties might affect it, but who knows? As I've said, I've completely lost track of that now. So we will just see at the flag.
Yeah.
We know Leopard has 2. I don't think Jork has any. That's going to be close. Oh my days!
Alonso, yeah.
He has caught up. He's really found the pace of time out. He's him. He's looking around the outside of Finn. And the 2 brothers here, the SDS League champions. This is going to be crazy. He's looking around the outside. Jim Shaw surely can't get around the outside.
He spun on the apex. He's gone to the curb and he's spun.
And I controlled. I think they caught absolutely the worst time possible. But Alonso's lost a bit of time. He's still got time to get it back.
Oh, missed it on the curb, but he's still got the time. He's got to do it. Got the DRS and he's going to gain.
But that's his best chance. That's the best overtaking zone's gone, so he's going to have to work for this really, really hard in the last few laps. Oh, sorry, last lap, sorry. Last few corners.
Oh, they're on the outside!
I think he's got it. No, doesn't he? No, he's been it. No, it's all over.
Oh.
We knew that was a possibility. They were both on 2 warnings. He has got the move done, though. What a fantastic move. But it's not going to be enough because he's got the penalty. Finn looks back down the inside. We don't care about the penalty. Just who wins it on track is really who's the victor here, I think. Finn looking around the outside, but Alonso has eventually got it stuck. Changing all place. But it is going to be Alonso who's going to take the win on the track. Finn's going to win the race. He is going to do a last to first. But Alonso, I think they'll probably... Sorry, my mic.
Finn does win the race.
The wrong time it has to just control and messes up. That's just fantastic. But yeah, Finn wins the race. Now, okay, let's see how the penalties work out. This is crucial. Reynolds crosses the line in 4th, but he drops down into 6th. Does he drop?
He's not dropped behind Simon.
Doesn't. So the F1 League have done it.
6th only.
No, hang on. They haven't. They're tied. What? They're tied on points. They're tied on points. Count back. Get the count back out. They're tied on points. Morzo was 8th.
Who the hell was on count back?
Morzo was 8th.
TSRL.
Leopard was 10th. That's 3 points gained by Morzo on Leopard. 2 points lost Simon to Reynolds. So TSRL overall gained a point. So they've tied. So TSRL, yeah, second place.
Yeah.
Trumper in Spain. TSRL got it on countback.
Yeah, so TSRL will take on the countback. You can't get much closer than that.
That's such a shame for the F1 League. So TSRL have just managed to do it right at the and that is heartbreaking for them. Can't believe my controller went at the end. So annoying. But finally, Finn won the race, but Alonso won it on track. I think that'll be an interesting discussion as to who they use him, but not quite on that pace at the front runners. Sam in 4th, Callum in 5th, Reynolds in 6th, Simon in 7th, Morzo in the end. A crucial result for him. Although, have those penalties been added? Those penalties haven't been added. Jork 9th, Leopard 10th, Arctic Adventure, then Midget, Sturm, and everyone else DNF'd. Those penalties haven't been added to Morzo. It says plus 10 seconds, but he's gone ahead of a car that he finished behind on track. So actually, I think that the F1 League have got it. I think the F1 League have got it. Quick.
But have Reynolds' penalties been added?
So yeah, I think what has happened is that the penalties haven't been added to Morzo, and he's got a position that he shouldn't have. And people people telling me to get a new controller. I bought a new controller a couple of weeks ago. It's not the controller, it's my Xbox. So I just lose this connection to the controller. I do apologise, but there's nothing I can do about it, unfortunately. But it is a great shame. Right, let's try. If you can invite the podium sitters, I'll try and work out this maths. I'll try and work out this maths. I think that because of Morzo's penalties not being added, I think the F1 League have got it. He's saying Reynolds' penalties didn't get added, says Jack Clays. Well, I think they did because he dropped down. Or maybe his 5-second penalty didn't get added. 5-second penalties haven't been added.
Who finished third? Was it Limitless?
It was Limitless, yes.
Okay.
I'm so
confused.
confused.
About the wrong person there.
Yeah, but he's right. Actually, Jack Clays and JH Plays as well have said that in the chat. The stop goes haven't been added for both Reynolds and Morzo. Should another place down, but should have as well. So, yes, maths. Someone do it quickly. We need quick maths, please. Gosh, can you do the standings? We need quick maths here between who on earth got 6th in the championship. We covered it all race, and we actually don't have a clue who's got it. Luke Julian's put in the chat, hashtag shambles. I absolutely agree. The last lap of the stream has been a complete shambles. We don't know who got the positions.
I was too close at the end.
Joe, we got someone doing the maths here quickly. But anyway, we'll do the podium interviews, and then hopefully after that we'll have an answer as to who got that battle in the championship, and hopefully we'll be able to read out the full standings. Okay. Who have we got then in this party? We've got everyone, I think. Right, let's calm down. Let's do this now. So, congratulations, Finn. You have done it. You've done a last to first, right from the back of the field to the front. But obviously, your brother won it on the track, but it was just that penalty that he picked up right at the end that cost him. So, was it... obviously, it was a difficult race, but are you happy to pick up first on track, or did you first, as a result, did you want to get the battle one on the track as well?
Yeah, the battle on track would have been to win it on track would have been nice, but the tires just they really went off at the end there, and just surviving basically and covering inside at every corner as possible. But Sonic, from his view, we just spoke for a few minutes there. He said he got the penalty when I pushed him off the track, but I didn't actually push him. He just went around the outside and decided to keep on going off the track to overtake me. And so from there on, he said he's complaining for the whole he wasn't complaining, he was just saying why did I get a warning for that or penalty for that. So that there's a possibility that might get removed from my personal view. Obviously it's biased. But I don't think he'll get removed. But either way, I'm just happy to have that battle with him. And we've been waiting about nearly 50, 60 races now for that to happen, and it finally happened. And just really happy. And no, I'm not taking the piss. I'm just saying the race just went clean for both of us, and it's good to finally have that battle. And same goes to JD. We had a good 5-6 lap battle, which was fun.
Yeah.
And just enjoyed the race, to be honest. And if the first place does get removed, that's fine. I'm still happy with the result. And GG to the other guys on the podium.
Yeah, it was a very good race. Lots of fighting there towards the end. As you said, that battle with Limitless was a really good one. And we caught all of that apart from the overtake, unfortunately. But we caught the end of it. If you would like to talk to our second place man then and get his view of the offence, Bosley.
Yeah, short through that last lap and the race in general. Obviously, you got very close to getting the win. You did get the win on the track, but the penalty took it away. Just give us your thoughts on that last lap and the race in general.
The race in general was fine. Had a decent getaway, and from there onwards kept it under control. And only thing that was my issue was the tyres died off on the medium, so I had to go on to the softs, which put me on. I think it was a fast strategy, but I could have really taken to lap 11, my super softs, not 12 or 11, but I still think that would have been risky. But going on to the softs, I just pushed, caught up, and at first I didn't move around the outside, and last couple of corners, and I literally got sent to Master's house. So.
Basic, mate.
Yeah, this. You could say this if you want, but you're gonna get pelted for that.
I don't think it's affordable.
Sonic, you're a great brother, but lately.
Yeah, Son, you're a great guy, but lately on track I think you've been a bit of a dickhead, so off track I have no hard feelings for you, but I don't know.
Same goes to you, man. Same goes to you. That penalty, from my personal view, that was bullshit. So I'm gonna send it to coach and we'll see what happens. If that doesn't get removed, I'm probably gonna commit suicide. So.
Well, that was certainly an interesting interview there. Certainly not what you'd usually get in real Formula 1. But now moving on to TRL Limitless. And of course it was an interesting race. You thought that battle with Finn, which was going on for a very long time. I think you did a good job to keep him behind. Do you feel like you could have kept him a little bit longer, or was you really just holding on there in that battle? Yeah. So that's all good to hear. And that is it for ULC on the
One thing I would
Xbox.
like to say is,
Yep.
I'm actually really surprised with JD's pace lately on the wheel, and yeah, if he keeps up, it's definitely gonna be fighting for the title next season.
That's good to hear. All the merrier at the front, and there's no set in stone plans for next season. But if you do want to find out about that, be sure to check out the @UL Champion, and also there is still PS4. The penultimate round has just started on the YouTube channel, and they've still got one to go as well next week because they had a race cancelled. But on the Xbox side, that is it. Our Tier 1 champion is the Flying Finn. Our Tier 2 champion is Jason97. Our League champions are STS. Full standings because of the confusion over who's actually finished where in this race. We don't have the final standings, but they once again will be on the Twitter accounts. And I think Gorsh is in the party, who's done a very good job in coordinating this season. I'm sure that he's got a few words just before we go off.
Yeah, same to you, James. I really appreciate the hard work that everyone's put in this season, and I think just to have an event like this for the whole evening is kind of a lot of organisation for a lot of time to go out racing. So can't really thank anyone who's viewed, raced, anything like that. And obviously there's been a few ups and downs. I'd say luckily mostly ups for the season, but we'll be back in season 4 hopefully. Everything better still. And yeah, that's about it from me. Thanks for the support recently.
Two things I want to say real quick, if that's fine. First of all, just want to say, Solange, your pace lately has been really surprised me, so GG on improving since like the start of the season. Like for next season, if you're doing AOR, just keep pushing. Because yeah, like I've just shown you can improve. Same with the JD, it's just switch from pad to wheel, and like it's just improve more and more. So yeah, and the second thing I want to say is to the coordinators, Gorsh, James, everyone that's behind ULC. Thanks for like organising this, because compared to last season, it's been really an upgrade and a massive step. So it's pretty quality. So yeah, hopefully next season will be even better. And yeah, just thanks in general, and thanks for the streamers, thanks for the viewers, and see you next season.
Yep, and of course, that is the most important thank you of all. Obviously, the drivers are the people that entertain us really well, so big thank you to them. But of course, without the viewers, there would be no one to be entertained. So thank you very much for watching all of the rounds this season. And from me, it is goodbye. But remember, I mentioned a few times, follow that Twitter account. That's where you get all your updates on information regarding the standings. And that is crucial to do that if you want to stay in touch. But that is all from me, and we will hopefully see you very, very soon. But for now, that is the end of Season 3, and goodbye.